Bawku had been in the media space since 2021 November unabated for the wrong reasons. All this while, we had been watching the turn of events in shame, pain, anguish, regret, and as party members who faithfully and vigorously campaigned in the 2016 and 2020 election years, we gave the party power in both instances. Yes. Despite the misgivings, we were patient enough to hope that the NPP government will have saved our faces by taking the needful actions. Yes. Yes. But what did we see? No action, but talk only. NATO. All the military brutalities and killing went on without anyone from the government to listen to us. All under the cover of the term shoot and kill. We ask, are we animals? We, the Coalition of NPP Members in Tempane District today, wish to state that what happened on the 15th February 2023 at Nayiri was unlawful, uncalled for, and unacceptable. We cannot be tolerated in today's COSAG, and for that reason, the future.
Never. We can never tolerate it.
COSAG belongs to the Zugra Naba Asigira Azwaka Aburago II. Anyone, and we mean anyone, who tries to challenge his legitimacy will be squarely fought against by us. COSAG belongs to COSAG, and we will be ruled by only and only COSAG forever. No man Prusi, including Seidu Abagre, should make such attempt, for we will fight him with all possible means till the last blood drops. We are by this medium sending a strong warning to Abdullahi Siriga to learn to know his boundaries and stay off the borders of the overlord of COSAG, Zugra Naba Asigiri Azwaka Aburago II. What baffles us the most to date is how Seidu Abagre and his kinsmen escorted out of Bawku by Ghana security apparatus to Nayiri to be enskined. Under the same watchful of the security. The question, therefore, is who ordered the escort?
Who ordered them? Who ordered them?
With this kind of picture, it is highly difficult to believe the government's claim of innocence of the whole arrangement.
Yes.
With all these mismatches, we wish to say enough of the rhetoric from the government. Yes. We demand the immediate arrest of Seidu Abagre and his co-host without any further delay. Events leading to the purported enskinment and the aftermath are so questionable that one will think there are no laws and leadership in this country.
Yes.
Why is the government protecting the Mamprusi? Is it because they are Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kinsman?
Yeah.
We want the second gentleman of the country to speak out loud now. An eloquent speaker like His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot choose to be so mute on the Bawku crisis. He should get the mouth, he should get the tongue he used to speak on Kaka's death to speak. There are only 12 constituencies from COSAG to Northeast region, but not 16 regions.
Yes. An impersonator. He must be arrested.
Charity must begin at home. For the good book said, if a man desires the office of a bishop, he should be a man that rules well his own house and has his children in subjection.
Yes.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 to 4.
The word of God.
Qualified to lead Ghana.
Has the vice president been able to rule his own house?
No.
If the vice president cannot ensure peace in only 12 constituencies, how many more 16 regions?
So shameful.
If His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as a vice president, kinsmen are so arrogant and breaks the laws of Ghana with such impunity now, then what will happen if he becomes the president? Listening to the Minister of Defense's audio conversation on social media now confirm our doubts about the government.
Yes.
To authenticate the audio, the court warrant had been rescinded, leaving Abdullahi Serega and his kingmakers go free. It is clear that what happened in Bawku from November 2021 till date all points to one direction. A masterpiece of the Council of State member Nayiri. It is this big man who is behind his kinsmen in Bawku.
He's buying the bullets. He's the one providing them the diesel and everything for the Bawku.
It is this big man who is behind his kinsmen in Bawku that had to embolden them to violate court rulings, including the 2003 Supreme Court ruling, the Mike Talk 2003 Supreme Court ruling, which stood on Article 270 and Article 277, cannot just be violated by anyone, and the state stands helpless.
And not even the man process.
The laws must be enforced. Nayiri, who was to give good counsel to his kinsmen, should resign immediately because his actions and inactions forfeit him such an honorable position. After a sober reflection and a careful observation of the attitude and posture of government, we, the Coalition of NPP members, wish to reiterate that Seidu Abagre must be arrested without any further delay.
Yes, right now.
Further, failure to comply means the government is asking us to take the laws into our own hands and act since the government seems to respond more positively to lawlessness better than obedience.
Yes.
And the Walwali incident is a recent example.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, your presence and time here are highly appreciated. Thank you.
We are having a simple message to our own government. We want to say we are so disappointed in our government, led by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his vice, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for the way they have handled issues so far with the Bawku crisis. In fact, you can all recall the 2003 Supreme Court ruling, High Court ruling, is the most recent one, which is saying emphatically that Kusasis are the legitimate owners of the skin of Bawku, and no other person should hold himself as such. To our surprise, when our government, led by Akufo-Addo, during the campaign, we all supported in campaigning that he's the man of the law. He's a man of the law. He doesn't break laws. He believes in the rule of law. Today, what he's doing is that he's breaking the law, because we can't have a rival chief in Bawku and he's sitting down quiet folding his arms. Is it because his vice is a tribe made of the Mamprutis? We are not going to take it as Kusasis and NPP. No. We are those who made us government. And we believe that if they sit down alone and does nothing about this, we cannot continue to suffer this way. If they are allowed to take the law into their own hands, we are capable of doing so. Exactly. So we are saying the criminal calling himself the chief of Bawku We cannot tolerate him stepping a foot into Bawku. If the military cannot arrest him, because we know they are in bed with the defense minister, he is on record to have said that nothing will happen to them. It is a disgrace to still have that defense minister at post. So we are calling for his immediate dismissal from the office. We are calling for the immediate dismissal of Sule Yirimiya, who for time immemorial has been on the neck of Kusasi for this thing that has been settled at the Supreme Court. Far long. Please, we are saying to this our government that they should let Bawumia know if he cannot be trusted with a little as vice president, we cannot risk giving him the presidency. We all contributed to making NPP today. So if they think our efforts are nothing, then what we have to do, we will do such. Thank you so much.